Manifesting, real or fake? Let's start gently, not with an answer, but with the definition. Manifesting is defined as to will something into being by the exercise of mental powers or through the force of belief. At first glance, that definition can feel vague, even mystical. So today, instead of accepting or rejecting it outright, I want to slow down and ask two simple but important questions. What are mental powers, and what is the force of belief? Because how we answer these two questions determines whether manifesting sounds unrealistic or surprisingly familiar. Mental powers. When we hear the phrase mental powers, our minds often go to something supernatural, telepathy, magic, or mind over matter in the cartoon sense. Let's break it down to something much simpler. Mental power is simply the act of thinking. It's the ability to imagine, plan, analyze, focus, and problem solve. It's the ability to hold an idea in your mind and return to it again and again. Every invention, every system, every structure that exists today began as a thought in someone's mind. Before a building existed, someone imagined it. Before a phone existed, someone envisioned it. Before a company existed, someone thought, what if? That is mental power, not magic imagination plus focus. The force of belief isn't just hoping something works out. Belief is what determines if you act despite uncertainty. The force of belief is what allows someone to pursue something even when others doubt it, evidence is limited, and success isn't guaranteed. To me, belief is commitment without consensus. It's carrying out that you believe is possible, even if you're the only one or one of a very few. Every breakthrough in history started that way. There was always a moment when the idea existed in one or two minds and the world hadn't caught up yet. Belief is what keeps someone moving forward long enough for reality to respond. Billy Carson offers a simple but powerful equation for manifesting. CXA equals M, which translates to conscious thought multiplied by action equals manifestation. This equation removes the mystery. It doesn't say thoughts alone equal manifestation. It says thoughts multiplied by action creates results. A thought without action stays an idea. Action without thought lacks direction. But when conscious thinking is paired with intentional action, something shifts. Opportunities become visible, skills develop, momentum builds, and eventually something that didn't exist before does. This is where the conversation gets honest. Some people dismiss manifesting because they see it framed as just think positively and the universe will deliver. And if that's all it is, then no, that's not real. But when manifesting is understood as focused thinking, sustained belief, and consistent action, then it starts to look how progress has always worked. Farmers imagined harvest before planting. Builders saw homes before laying brick. Artists envisioned masterpieces before touching a canvas. Nothing meaningful appears fully formed. It is always thought made visible through effort. The world around us is proof. Almost everything you use, touch, or depend on is the result of someone's mental power and force of belief. Your home, your phone, your car, the systems that delivers food, power, and information. None of these appeared by accident. They existed first as ideas in someone's mind. Ideas that require belief strong enough to survive doubt and action consistent enough to overcome obstacles. In that sense, we are living in other people's manifestations every day. Manifesting feels fake when it's presented as instant. Reality doesn't respond instantly. Reality responds gradually. Belief doesn't bend physics, it bends behavior. And behavior, repeated over time, bends outcomes. That's the part often left out. Manifesting isn't about controlling the universe. It's about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions long enough for preparation to meet opportunity. So maybe manifesting isn't mystical at all. Maybe manifesting is choosing a direction, believing in it enough to persist, acting on it consistently, and allowing time to do its work. Manifesting isn't wishing, it's participation. So is manifesting real or fake? If manifesting means thinking alone creates reality, then no. But if manifesting means conscious thought multiplied by action shapes outcomes, then it's not only real, it's how everything meaningful has ever been built. Every result begins as a thought. Every thought requires belief to survive. Every belief must be expressed through action. And when those three align long enough, something new appears in the world. That may not be magic, but it is powerful. And it's something we all participating in, whether we call it manifesting or not. Until next time, these are my thoughts. If you like content like this, like, share, and subscribe.